everybody. Welcome to Big Ideas for Little Minds, where we explore life's big topics in a kid-friendly way. I'm so excited to read stories with you and your grown-up today. My name is Carolyn, and my pronouns are she and her. And that just means that if you were to talk about me, you'd use those words. So if you wanted to say that I was reading a story, you would say she was reading the story. Or if you wanted to talk about my shirt, you would say her shirt is green. Some people's pronouns are she and her, like me. Some people's pronouns are he and him. Some people's pronouns are they and them. And some people just want to be called by their name. Okay, so to begin, I thought I'd read a few lines from Grace Byers' book, I Am Enough. All right? And if you wanted to put this book on hold, you can do so with your library card through EVPL.org. Okay. I am not meant to be like you. You are not meant to be like me. Sometimes we will get along, and sometimes we will disagree. We do not all look the same, our skin, our eyes, our hair, our frame, but that does not dictate our worth. We all have places here on earth. Wonderful. Okay, so I have a question for you. Do you know what month it is? It's November, right? And we celebrate a lot of things in November. But for this story time, I wanted to celebrate National Adoption Month. And adoption is when a grown-up or grown-ups love and take care of a child that was not born into their family. Okay, so the first book I have for you is about all different types of family. It's called A Family is a Family is a Family. And it was written by Sarah O'Leary and illustrated, or the pictures were done, by Ken Lang. Okay. We were talking about families at school. The teacher asked us what we thought made our family special. I went last because I wasn't sure what to say. My family is not like everybody else's. The first student says, my mom and dad have been best friends since first grade. They really like each other. It's kind of gross. Let's see what the next family is like. This student says, there are lots of kids in our family. Mom and dad just keep coming home with more. Oh my goodness, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow! Do you have any siblings? Really cool. Let's see what the next family is like. This student says, both my moms are terrible singers, and they both like to sing really loud. This student says, I have more grandparents than anybody else I know. See, this is his family tree, and it goes up and up and up and up and up. And maybe this is his mom and her parents, and maybe his dad and his parents. Maybe this is his stepmom and her parents, and his stepdad and his parents. So it's 6 grandparents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 grandparents. I misspoke. And there's even a dog and a cat on this page. Do you have any pets? I have a cat myself. Okay. This student says, we have a new baby in our house. I think my mom ordered him online. Maybe they adopted this new baby. This student says, we all look alike in my family. We just kind of go together. Do you look like the members of your family? Awesome. This student says, One week Mom gets me, the next week Dad does. Fair is fair. So on this side, she's with her mom, painting. And on this side, what do you think she's doing over here with her dad? Looks like they're at a ball game. Let's see what's next. This student says, some people say I look like my dad, and some people say I look like my mom. I think I look like myself. This student says, my mom says that before I was born, I grew in her heart. He's pushing his mom in her wheelchair. This student says, because I live with my grandmother, people sometimes think she's my mother. She's not. She's my everything. This family, the student says, some of the kids were dads when he met mom. Some were moms when she met dad. Now we all belong to each other. So this student might have step siblings, step brothers and step sisters. This student says, one of my dads is tall and one is short. They both give good hugs. Does your grown-up give you good hugs? Wonderful. Now this was the narrator at the beginning of the story who was scared that their family was not like other people's. Let's see what they have to say. I listened to everybody else, and then I remembered the time someone saw us all together at the park. She asked my foster mother to point out her real children. Oh, I don't have any imaginary children, Mom said. All my children are real. A family is a family is a family. What are the kids holding up in this picture? Yeah, they drew pictures of their families. Could you draw a picture of your family after this video is over? Grown-ups, will you help? You can help write or spell out the names for your child. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, so the next story I have for you is about a little girl named Carlota who is about to get adopted. This book is called The Best Family in the World, and it's by Susana Lopez and Ulysses Wenzel. One fine morning in May, the director called Carlota into her office. You've been adopted by a family, Carlota, she said. They're coming for you tomorrow. Carlota closed her eyes and made a wish. I hope my new family is the best family in the world. That night, Carlota couldn't sleep. She was too nervous. What would the best family in the world be like? What if they were a family of pastry chefs? She'd live in a pastry shop. She'd spend every day surrounded by cakes, pastries, cookies, and chocolates. She'd write messages in the frosting and lick the icing from the cakes. She'd have chocolate pastries for breakfast, lunch, afternoon snack, and dinner. Yes, a family of pastry chefs would be the best family in the world. What do you think? Would you like to live in a family of pastry chefs? Yum, I would. But Carlota still couldn't sleep because maybe, what if the best family in the world was a family of pirates? She'd live on a pirate ship. She'd sail the 7 seas, decorate flags with skulls and crossbones, and look for treasure troves of gold doubloons. She'd carry a monkey on her right shoulder and a parrot on her left. She would have a patch over one eye and a wooden leg. Yes, a family of pirates would be the best family in the world. But Carlota still couldn't sleep because maybe, what if the best family in the world was a family of tiger trainers? She'd live at the circus. She'd spend the day playing with the tigers, tickling the tips of the cubs' whiskers, and counting the stripes on their coats. She'd take a Bengal tiger to school, and she'd be the most popular girl at recess. Yes, a family of tiger trainers would be the best family in the world. But Carlota still couldn't sleep because maybe, what if the best family in the world was a family of astronauts? She'd live on a spaceship. She'd visit all the planets, drink milkshakes in the Milky Way, and do the hula hoop with Saturn's rings. She'd count the stars to fall asleep at night. Yes, a family of astronauts would be the best family in the world. But Carlota still couldn't sleep because maybe, what if the best family in the world was, oh, they're here, the Perez family. Leonor, Carlota's new mother, works for the post office. She isn't a pastry chef, but sometimes on her way home from work, she brings Carlota a pastry for an afternoon snack. Roberto, Carlota's new father, is an insurance agent. He isn't a pirate, but he loves digging for buried treasure in the vacant lot next door. Elvira, Carlota's new grandmother, is retired. She isn't a tiger trainer, but she does have 2 cats, Whiskers and Bruno. Pedro, Carlota's new brother, goes to the same school as she does. He isn't an astronaut, at least not yet, but he decorated her bedroom with stars that glow in the dark so Carlota could count them at night before she falls asleep. What a nice brother. And beneath the starry sky of her bedroom, Carlota Perez never thinks, maybe, what if, because now she knows she has the best family in the world. The end. That was such a special book. I'm so glad that Carlota got adopted by the Perez family. Okay, friends, so that was the last story I had for you today, but there are so many great books on adoption and foster care that you can check out with your library card. And there will be a link in the description of this video to a suggested book list. I also want to say that November is also Native American Heritage Month, and Miss Caitlin recorded a preschool story time and with an attached book list, and you can find that on our Facebook page or on our website, evpl.org, under the Digital Programming tab. Okay, so to end our story time, I thought we could say an affirmation together. An affirmation is just a positive saying, and when you say it and repeat it over and over again, it can make you feel happy or special, and it can make you know that the things that you're saying are true. Okay, so how this will work is I'll say a line and then you repeat after me. And there's 3 lines and we'll do that twice, and then the third time, maybe we can try to say it together, okay? All right, ready? I am loved. I believe in myself. I care for others. Okay, let's try that again. I am loved. I believe in myself. I care for others. Okay, now let's put them all together and say them together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I am loved, I believe in myself, and I care for others. Wonderful! Okay, friends, so that's all I have for you. If you wanted to continue the conversation as a family, you could make that picture I was talking about of your family and all the people in your life that love you. You can also talk about what makes your family special, or if your family is the best family in the world. And finally, you can ask each other what you think a family is and what that means. What a family is a family is a family means. All right, friends, thank you so much for coming to Storytime. Bye-bye.